Shalom, fam. What's good? What's good? I wanted to update you guys and just kind of talk to you for a minute. Talk to you about kind of how my business is running and how important things that will actually make you successful when trying to run your own business. And I'm gonna try to narrow down 3 things that I believe will help you in establishing your business. Because there's one thing about there's a difference between having a business and there's another thing about being successful at your business. And I think when you're first starting out, your foundation is key. You have to establish a good foundation. A lot of people think that you can just I don't know, like make a legitimate business, like get a legitimate business by making it a company or whatever you want to do, S corp, whatever you want to do, and then that's it. You know what I mean? And then you can start selling or offering your services or whatnot. Like, it's that easy. Like, as soon as you do that, customers will come. That's not the truth. You really have to establish establish your game. And number one thing is find your niche. You know, you have to really find your niche in whatever it is that you're doing. So if you're offering services, you need to narrow down your niche. You need to be able to identify what you're offering and to whom you're offering it to. And by doing that, you can really concentrate your game tremendously on and become really successful, right? So number one is find your niche. Number two, I would say research. And when I say research, I think you have to really research not only your niche, but you have to research your competition. And competition can be taken sometimes in a negative context. I'm not saying it's a negative. I'm not saying competition in a negative way. Competition, I just say competition because there's other people competing in that space for the same customer clientele, right? So identify your niche, then you need to research your competition. When I say research your competition, look at what they're offering. Look at the prices that they're offering their services at. There are different things that you got to look at when you're researching your competition. You need to find out what type of customers are paying for what type of services. How much are they paying? And what are your competitors offering in terms of value? So you can get a very good understanding of how to introduce your services based on what your competition is doing, right? You can kind of gauge your success before you even drop a service, because you can analyze the market in that particular niche and find out how successful you could be based on what's already out there. So it's very, very important. It's very, very important. Now, when you're researching, you can literally just find loopholes. And when I say loopholes, it's not another bad thing. Loopholes in this sense means you can find what your competition is not offering and offer that service. You can find what your competition is offering and give them better value. You can find out what your competition is charging and charge a lower rate or a slightly higher rate, depending on whether or not they are underselling or overselling. So these are all the things that you need to think about when you're, before you just start putting stuff out there. The third thing I would say is very important when establishing your business is patience. I know. I know. We're used to being first. We're used to being the first one to drop something, get out there quick, fast, hit the ground running type of mentality and behavior here, mostly in America. It's success is defined on being first, being quick, and being ruthless. But I feel like patience when establishing your business is the number one key. And it kind of goes hand in hand with being able to pick your niche and research what you want to do. And patience goes a long way, because there's nothing worse than rushing out there and throwing your money to the wind and just trying to force your way you're forcing your way into a situation that you're going to fail. And I feel like you got to have the patience, like I said, to research your niche, patience to do to research your competition, and to have the patience to develop your brand, develop what you want to do before you even drop it. Patience is key. You need to really set a solid foundation on what you want to offer potential customers that you're looking into, and not only that, how you want your brand to be perceived, how you want your brand to be looked at in the correct light. These are things that you need patience for. The worst thing that you can do is start putting stuff out there and then trying to define your brand. You know what I mean? You need to already have a good idea and a very presentable option, or a presentable, I would say, a presentation of what your brand is and what it means to you, and how you want it to look to others. So you should be able to, before you even put something out there, you should be able to present what your vision, and have somebody understand it without even having a single service or product to offer right away. I feel like that's what can define success before you even offer anything. You know what I'm saying? So those three things take heed to when you are deciding to open and establish your own business. And three great things to remember before you get started. Hopefully these things will be of importance, and will really help you establish what you want to do in the future. So I'm gonna get some coffee, and hopefully this helps you guys. Peace.